Okay, day 150, this is part 9. Last video, I just wanted to make sure everybody saw my shirt here, who drove the NGP van. I'm still waiting for any kind of metadata on Seth Rich, but it could be, you know, this NGP van thing and this SES thing, it could be that you have this kind of, I believe the SS in Weimar Republic in the 30s and so forth, up until the time they kind of took power right around, I think 38, 39, when they did Triumph of Der Willen and they did the big Olympics thing in 36, I guess that was 36. There was a switchover where they were a covert group. And then they did the Night of the Long Knives. I guess that's going to be 36, 37. I might have my history timeline correct with the Nazis, with the SS. But what I'm saying is a subversive group where there's this kind of agreement, almost like mafia, where, you know, we're all made and we're untouchable now. We're made and we'll always lie for each other. We'll all, you know, we're beholden to each other. We have a duty to each other. We have pietas to each other. That's what I'm seeing, not in all of SES, but I am seeing in this little SS subgroup, what I call the SS subgroup, or JTTF, whatever you want to call it, counterintelligence, but it's an SS subgroup within SES. And the other thing about SES is I don't think you should just come into government, you know, unless you're elected, you know, Trump, you know, you don't have to have any experience. If you're elected and they elect you, you're elected. But if you just can't come into SES, you have to at least, I think, hit GS-10 and then go up the last 5 rungs of the ladder before you come SES. And if I was Trump, that's what I would say. I'd say, I want to penalize anybody. We're just going to just unwind the clock for everybody back to GS, let's call it GS-16. Create one more spot, GS-16, keep everybody's salaries there, but none of this having your peers vote your bonuses, none of this 35% bonus, none of this self-rewards, unlimited budget to spend on self-congratulatory meetings, unlimited budget to go on boondoggles, no created jobs so that once your party's out of power, you have some kind of weak customs job to go to in Brussels. None of that stuff. I think you just create GS-16, wind everybody back, and then do the vetting process. But if you haven't gone through the steps, you should at least go through GS-13, 14, and 15 in any given department to learn the ropes before you then become a supervisor? No. You have to, Trump has to wind it back. I would call it just solidifying SES. If Obama was strengthening it, otherwise it's just going to be a superdelegate thing where you just bring in your SS stormtroopers, you know, in over everybody else's head. That's no good. So I think you could just wind the clock back and just say, we're going to create GS-16. It's really unfair to have this other class that has a different review board, has different, you know, everything's different for this select class. That's against our Constitution. Move everything back to GS-16.